about retreating and trying again later? Go and heal.
Hello, my name's Colin Campbell. I'm with Polygon. You're looking at Code Vein. It's an action role-playing game from the director of God Eater. It's drawn comparisons with the Dark Souls series, which publisher Bandai Namco handles outside Japan. Most particularly, these comparisons come about because Code Vein focuses on exploration in dank locations, one-on-one combat, and frightful bosses.
Enemy is nearby.
I spent some time with the game earlier this week and brought back this gameplay footage. I'm not going to speak over the whole video. I think it speaks for itself. It offers a sense of the game's pacing and of its aesthetic, which will also draw comparisons with the awesome Bloodborne. The anime style of the game underpins a dark story about vampires. The protagonist searches for life-giving blood, taking what he or she can from enemies they encounter. The blood also offers pathways to RPG upgrades that make a big difference in combat, most especially against those larger monsters. Alongside the main character, there's a choice of AI assistants who come with their own skills and buffs. These can be interchanged at a home base, bringing in a tactical element to partnerships. The partners must also be helped in situations where their survival is key to your progress. There's also a significant variety of weapons and tools which are used to extract blood from enemies, though there are limits on how many can be carried at once. It's a good idea to sneak up on enemies when using these devices. Once alert, they move fast and sometimes in concert with one another, and this is when the game's capacity for fast movement, dodging and smoothness are most useful. During my time with the game, I couldn't get a sense for each and every weapon, but I did enjoy buttering up targets with long-range projectiles before steaming in with massive blades, taking the time to retreat when my health looked in peril. As a vampire, I have access to various spells or gifts, which are selected from a cluster of icons at the bottom right hand of the screen. These include special weapons as well as useful buffs. All this is supplemented by a focus gauge, which you can see on the left hand side of the screen, which increases the power of attacks. It seems to me that the focus increases with smartly timed combat moves, both offensive and defensive, and I think this is something that's going to come into play for those who have spent a lot of time with the combat system. I also got the feeling that this is not going to be an easy game, most especially with the boss that you'll see encountered at the end of this demo. This is another area where those Dark Souls comparisons are useful. Code Vein is being directed by Hiroshi Yoshimura, who led the work on various God Eater games, as I said before, and they are most often compared to Monster Hunter. The melding, I think, of all these influences makes this more than a generic hack and slash journey, and it has some deeper tactical considerations in play as well. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Code Vein is due out on PlayStation 4, Windows PC and Xbox One sometime this year. You can find out more, as always, on Polygon.
What do you think we'll find? Enemy spotted. Want to try for an ambush? There you go. Come on, up you go. You're good. Come on, up you go. Can't lose this. This should help. You're good. Is there anything around? You'll regret. You're awake? Can you see me? Maybe we should try rethinking things. Something's moving. There you go. You're good.